Marathon is a story from start to finish. It's sort of the words that I didn't know how to say out loud, so I wrote them into songs, which is what I do. And it's just kind of about the last 5 years of my life. I took all the situations I was in, all the feelings I was feeling, everything that I was dealing with and processing, and turned it into music. And it just sort of naturally accumulated into this 6-song project that sort of tells this story of, an initial pain and brings you all the way through to the end, which is deciding you want to be better and you want to heal. The first track on the EP is Wish I Never Met You, and that is kind of representative of any pain or heartbreak, any initial situation that puts you in a darker place emotionally. And I wrote it at a time in my life where I was experiencing a lot of hurt, but I think the song has kind of turned into more than just that one situation for me, and it represents any situation or person or event that you wish you hadn't encountered or that you have tried to will away and can't. The pain is still there, and it's written directly from that place of mourning and sorrow. Somebody is sort of the aftermath of Wish I Never Met You. I think when you experience heartbreak and when you experience pain, your brain just wants a quick fix right away. It wants something to fill that void. You really can't tell the difference between a physical pain or an emotional pain. All your body knows is that you need something to fix it. And Somebody is how I was feeling at the time. In the midst of feeling heartbroken, I wanted to reach out and I wanted someone to be there for me emotionally so that I didn't feel the way that I was feeling anymore. And it was actually freeing to acknowledge my own loneliness and need for human connection. I wrote I Lied over a year after I wrote Wish I Never Met You and Somebody, so a lot had happened in my life in between writing those first 2 songs. And I feel like I Lied is somebody's jaded older sister. She is what happens when you kind of reach out and try to fill that void, and the quick fix doesn't work, because ultimately it won't. And it's about being emotionally honest with yourself that when you thought you were fine, you weren't. And when you thought you were good, you weren't good. And I think it's important to acknowledge what you need to heal, because that's the first step to getting better again, is saying I'm not doing okay, and I need help, and I need to work through this. But I wrote pretty quickly after I wrote I Lied, and I think it's sort of like the sister single to I Lied because they're so connected as far as the content. But I Do is sort of the release after realizing that you haven't been okay. And allowing yourself to feel everything super deeply is helpful in getting you to the place that you want to be. Hence the title, I Don't Want to Feel It, But I Do. Even the feelings that I didn't want to have to feel, that I'd been ignoring the whole time, I admitted within I Lied, and I felt in But I Do. Marathon is the second to last track on the EP, and it is sandwiched in between But I Do and the final track, which is I Want to Get Better Now. And I Want to Get Better Now is a very triumphant, victorious song about choosing the better for yourself. And But I Do is quite hopeless feeling. It's very despairing. And I think in real life, often the bridge between feeling hopeless and feeling hopeful is love. It's allowing love into your life, or recognizing love that has already been there from the start, and allowing that to affect you and move you on your way. And I think that's what Marathon is. It's about love. It's about the people in your life that have loved you so well that you feel like you have that boost to go on your way and to get better. I Want to Get Better Now is the final track on the EP. It's sort of the final piece in the story, but it's also kind of like the beginning of another story. It's the moment that I, in my own life, decided I don't want to just write sad music anymore. People would always joke and say you can't write anything but a sad song, and that was actually true for a little while. But I finally got to the place where I was done feeling that way, and I was done writing about that. And I wanted to mark that as a moment where I genuinely wanted to move forward in my life. And it was the start. It wasn't years down the line where I was already better and I was already a different person. I already found myself. It's the beginning of that choice, the beginning of that journey, finally getting to the point where I have enough strength inside me to try. And I think it caps off the story with hope. And that is Marathon. I hope you listen. I hope you connect with it. These songs are as much about my own personal life story as they are for you and your story. Connect with it, take them into your own life, and life is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't forget it.